Well, for more on the story, we can cross to our correspondent Anna Cunningham, who's in Lagos. Anna, thanks for joining us. So the dust has settled somewhat since the bombing. And what do we know about the scale of the attack?
This was indeed a big attack. This happened last night, as you said, a triple suicide bombing. 3 bombers, and they attacked outside a hall. Locally, these are called viewing centres. People go to watch football matches. And this was in Kaduna, which is about 38 kilometres from Maiduguri, which is the state capital of Borno State. We know that 30 people died and at least 40 others were injured. I have just been told that at this viewing centre, they were watching 2 football matches. One was the Women's World Cup, Sweden versus Thailand, and the other one was the playoff at the Spanish Liga second division. So it was about 9 o'clock last night. We've also been told that emergency services were unable to get to the scene as quickly as they were needed. And when they did get there, they simply couldn't cope with the scale of this attack.
Well, so far, no one's claimed responsibility, but Boko Haram has been active in that area in the past.
Absolutely. This does bear all the hallmarks of the Abu Bakr Shekau faction of Boko Haram, known to send out people in suicide attacks. The last attack that we saw was 2 female suicide bombers back in April. As you say, no claim of responsibility as yet, but it does have all the hallmarks of Boko Haram.
And what about the political climate there at the moment in terms of the Nigerian state?
Well, we haven't had any response from the presidency as yet. President Muhammadu Buhari and his government were re-elected for another 4 years earlier this year. There was Democracy Day last Wednesday, and I think what is interesting is that this attack has happened just a few days after Democracy Day was celebrated in Nigeria. And we have had consistently been told by Buhari's government that Boko Haram has been defeated. Technically defeated has been the word that has been used. But I think the tragic thing really about this is that this insurgency has been going on for 10 years. There's an estimated 30,000 people who have died in the Boko Haram insurgency, and yet it barely gets a reaction. That's the problem as to how common these suicide attacks have been over the years, that there really isn't any immediate response from the authorities when something as big as this happens. And as I said, next month will be the 10-year anniversary since the start of the Boko Haram insurgency.
Indeed. Thank you very much. Anna Cunningham reporting for us there from Nigeria.